our officials tonight, Melissa Barlow, Victoria Francis Monet, and Michael Barber as assigned by the Big Sky. We'll have Hardin and B taking the jump ball, and the Bears will win back to Eisenbart. Galloway off to Simmental. Simmental scored a new career high on Tuesday night against Southern Utah. Downing around the edge, struggled from the three-point line on Tuesday night. Now back up top to Galloway to Eisenbart. Eisenbart looking inside for Hardin. Shot clock at 10. Galloway with the fake. She'll go into the lane, goes through, loses the ball. Coach looking for a foul. No foul called, and the Vandals come out of there with the basketball. That'll be Kirby on the run, and the Bears force a tough pass to Milne on the far side, and we'll get an early three-point shot made by Tiana Johnson. Johnson, a 39% three-point shooter. The Bears are going to have to find her tonight. Hard now top, now Simmental. Simmental looking to get into the lane. She'll get it to Galloway and run through. Now Galloway back out top, looking inside for Hardin. Galloway had the lane, pulled up and took off her dribble. Now back to Simmental, shot clock at 8. Simmental is going to have to work for it. Simmental to her right. Pass to Hardin. Hardin's going to have to take a shot at the buzzer, and that is going to be a shot clock violation. Didn't draw iron there, and the Bears, first two attempts down the floor, they have struggled with a turnover on both. Now the Bears will do a full court press, talking with the radio guy for the Vandals coming into this game as B misses that layup. The full court press is something the Vandals have struggled with a little bit this season, so the Bears going there could be a good thing. Galloway on the run, now down to Hardin. Hardin double teamed out to Galloway. Galloway will chase down the errant pass to Downing. Downing, a solid three-point shooter, and she'll dribble it off the foot of Milne. That'll be Bears basketball with 11 on the shot clock. Galloway will throw the ball in for the Bears. Into Hardin. Hardin looking for Downing. Shot clock at 7. Bears again. Now it's Galloway. Wide open three-pointer. Jaden Galloway with a three. And that ties us up. Early shot for Galloway. She's one of those players that can score but doesn't need to. As the Vandals quickly down court, Sydney Gandy with an easy 8-foot jump shot. Vandals back out by 2. Off to Eisenbart, now back to Downing. Simmental is going to get called for an offensive foul, fighting off a screen there and ended up pushing. And I think what got that foul called against Simmental versus the defender was the extension of Hannah's arms. If she keeps her arms tight, that foul doesn't get called, but she pushed away with her arms. They're going to call that every time. Gandy out top. Now it's B. Now back to Gandy. They'll swing it out top to Kirby. Back to Gandy on the near side. Kirby, they're looking inside for Beyonce B, and they're going to call B for the travel. Turnover on the Vandals. That is turnover number 1 on the Vandals. Bears with 2, and you saw those numbers coming into the game. Bears averaging 20, Vandals averaging 15. Pass down low to Hardin. Hardin with a tough shot. Good defense on the post by Tiana Johnson. Johnson giving up an inch or so to Hardin, but did a great job defensively. Out top to Milne. Now into Kirby. Kirby takes a tough layup. No good. Downing comes down with the rebound for the Bears. Quickly up to Galloway. Galloway drives baseline, loses the ball, and that's going to go out of bounds, but off of the foot of Beyonce B, so it'll be Bears basketball. Bears getting a little careless underneath the rim there. Struggled on their possessions. They're 1 of 3 shooting. That one is a three-point shot made by Galloway, and she had to take it as the shot clock was expiring. Galloway to throw into Simmental. To Eisenbart. Back to Simmental off the screen. Now to Hardin. Eisenbart for 3, no good. Good position and rebound, put back by Downing, and she's going to get fouled on the play. This will be called on Chase Milne, and that'll be her first team foul. as you see Milne come down with the arm. If she doesn't come down with the arm, she's not going to call for that foul, and that will put Downing to the free throw line. She hits the first one. Downing comes in a 77% free throw shooter on the season. Averaging just over 6 points. She gets both of them to go, ties this one at 5. And the Vandals breaking the press fairly simply into the corner. Three-pointer put up by Johnson. Johnson's three-pointer rattles around. Eisenbart looked for the pass, but very wisely held it up and didn't throw that one away. Handoff to Simmental, almost traveled. Officials will let that one go. Now it's Galloway. Out top to Eisenbart, to Harden on the post. They'll double team her every time. She's going to roll through, and they're going to call Harden for lowering her shoulder and knocking down Allison Kirby. You can see in the replay, Harden just lowers her shoulder and blows right through. That'll get Chapman up off the bench and Callie Boyles. I imagine we'll see Callie Boyles in that center position. Beyonce comes up with the loose ball for the Vandals. Now it's out top to Kirby. They'll swing it over to Gandy. Gandy inside, now down quick to B. And B gets fouled on the play. Bears late on the rotation. And this foul is going to be called on Eisenbart. That'll be her first personal foul. You see the slow rotation. Eisenbart just a little late getting there. Callie Boyles will come in as well as Alexis Chapman. And Harden and Galloway will sit. We're going to see Boyles play that center position. Zoe Campbell injured her ankle on Tuesday night against Southern Utah. And she's on crutches in a boot tonight, so we're not going to see her. And with that old-fashioned three-point play, the Vandals back up by 3 as we come up under 6 minutes to go in this opening period. Out top to Boyles. Now it's Simmental down low to Eisenbart. And this Bears offense changes. Eisenbart with a good rebound. Out to Chapman. That one's poked away, but Downing comes away with it. Shot clock at 15. They'll swing at Boyles from the corner. No good. Long rebound brought down by Beyonce. And the Vandals quickly up court to Milne into the corner, and that one's going to be knocked away by Downing. Out of bounds. It'll be Vandals basketball. 5:27 on the game clock. Beyonce will throw in to the right of the basket into Johnson. They'll bring it back out top now to B at the elbow, and B is going to try and do everything she can against Callie Boyles. Boyles has got her work cut out for her. Beyonce is a solid basketball player, averaging 10.9 points per game. She's already got 5, and the Vandals lead by 5. And we've got a whistle, and that's another offensive foul. And this is going to be called on Callie Boyles. That's the 4th team foul. Of those 4 team fouls, 3 of them have been called on the Bears on the offensive end. On Tuesday night, the Bears struggled with fouls, while Southern Utah only had a couple called on them. Beyonce into the corner, Milne for 3. That one rattles in and out, and the Bears tip it to Downing. Downing comes away with a rebound, and the Bears on the run. Now to Chapman, looked at the 3. Callie Boyles on the post, not there. Now it's Downing. Downing to her right. She's going to go into the lane, a little Euro step, and the basket as Allie Downing has 4 points for the Bears. Vandals down court, Kirby. Now Gandy. They'll skip past to Milne. Back out top to Kirby. Now down to B. They're trying to find that open shooter. Gandy through the lane. Quick tip pass and a long three-pointer taken by Kirby. And the Bears will chase down the rebound. That's Allie Downing, on the rebound. Downing to her left. Out top to Eisenbart. Now to Boyles. Boyles to her left. Boyles can't get that shot to go off the basket. Too strong. And the Vandals are on the run. There's Beyonce, Simmental, and B with the basket gives the Vandals a 5-point advantage again. Sabina Lipa will check in on the next break. Simmental, little fake, little jump shot, and gets that one to go. So that's her first basket on the night. And the Vandals are breaking the press. Easy with a long pass. That's the 4th football pass we've seen where the Vandals have gotten an easy layup on the Bears press. They've got to find a way to stop that. They're going to bring in a couple different defenders. Chapman with the ball on the wing, has it poked away, but it goes to Downing. Looking for Boyles on the baseline, not there. Now Downing into the lane, and they're going to call a foul on the Vandals. This will be called. This is going to be called on Tiana Johnson, and that'll take us to a timeout. We've got 3 minutes, 18 seconds remain in this opening period. It's Vandals 14, Bears 9. You're watching Big Sky Basketball on ESPN+.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
Discover a community of learners, where immersive programs tailored to fit your goals and interests meet you where you are. Flexible, affordable, online, and face-to-face. Explore more at the University of Northern Colorado Extended Campus.
When you're ready to take the next step, develop skills for a new career, or become licensed in your field, join a community committed to your success. Choose from more than 100 graduate programs. Work side by side with mentoring faculty who share their research and experience so that you're ready to step up. On campus, off campus, and online. The Graduate School at the University of Northern Colorado.
Back inside the Bank of Colorado Arena, the Bears trail by 5, 14-9. Struggling shooting to start this one at 33% from the floor. The Vandals 54.5%. And struggling just a little bit. Seems I'm having a microphone problem. Switched microphones. We'll see if that helps. Chapman on the ball on the left side. Now to Boyles on the baseline to Sabina Lipa, who just checked in, dribbles it off her foot, turns it over. And the Bears now with 5 turnovers in this game. Vandals with just 2. In a correction before that timeout, I said that the foul was called on Johnson. It was actually called on Milne, her second team foul. She'll sit down. Paris Ashley comes in off the bench, and Sabina Lipa is going to be called for a personal foul. And that'll be the 5th team foul, so that will put the Vandals to the free throw line to shoot 2. Going to the line is Allison Kirby. Kirby, a 97% free throw shooter, 31 of 32 on the season. Make that 32 of 33, not the person you want at the free throw line. And she gets both of them to go. And that pushes the lead to 7, 16-9. Chapman now Downing with the ball out top. There's Boyles down low to Lipa. The Vandals went for the steal, but the Bears can't make the layup. I always say you win or lose a game from the free throw line or 3 feet and in. So layups and free throws are the difference maker. Good passing by the Vandals. touch pass from Johnson to Bean, and the Vandals with their largest lead of the night, 18-9. They've doubled up the Bears. The Bears have not scored in a minute 25. The Vandals on a 6-0 run in that period as we get Chapman hitting the basket right on cue to stop that bleeding a little bit, 18-11. And the Vandals will take a quick three from Gandy. Big rebound by Downing. And the Bears on the run. Lipa takes a long three-pointer off the heel of the rim. No good. And now the Vandals come back quick. Downing already with 5 rebounds in this game. Skip pass to the side to Gandy. Now they'll bring it back out top to Kirby. Back to Gandy. Swing all the way to the near side to Ashley. Into the side to Beyonce B. And she'll put up an easy 8-footer. Nobody on her defensively there. And B already with 11 points in this game. She's got 11 of the 20. And now we're going to get a carry called on Chapman. Subs for the Bears and the Vandals. Coming in for the Vandals will be Louis Forsyth, a 6'1" graduate student out of British Columbia, Canada. And Michaela Eisenbart checks in for the Bears. Bears have got to find a way to get a stop and get some baskets here. They'll drop back into a zone defense here, trying to take Beyonce B out of the middle. Pass inside to Johnson, now back out to Kirby. She'll put up a three-pointer. Heel of the rim, no good. Chapman with a big rebound goes and gets it. This Idaho team, 1 of 6 from the three-point line. Nice pass inside to Boyles from Lipa. And the Bears cut the lead to 7, 20-13. Vandals quickly down court. That's Ashley looking inside. Now she'll go baseline around Chapman. Chapman with great defense, tipped to J.C. Gorsman. Gorsman off to Chapman, and the Bears will bring the ball into the front court. Eisenbart now to Lipa. Out top to Gorsman. Gorsman with her left-handed lane and off glass and good. And now the Bears getting to the basket and getting the baskets to go as we go under 20 seconds. Bears trail by 5. Vandals will hold for the final shot. Allison Kirby out top, taking direction from head coach John Newley. Shot clock at 5. Pass into the corner. Shot put up by Johnson. No good. Tipped around and no good at the buzzer. And that'll be how we end after 10 minutes of play. 1 period in the books. It's Vandals, and the Bears trail the Vandals 20-15. As the Bears come out in that opening period, shoot 43%. The Vandals 47%. Behind the arc is a different story. Three-pointers, Bears 1 of 4, Vandals 1 of 7. But Beyonce B in that first period, 5 of 6 from the floor for 11 points, and the Vandals will have the ball as we start back here in the second. Out top to Forsyth. B comes out to help. Now it's Kirby. Kirby to her left. Forsyth down low to Johnson. Now they're going to put it back out top. Looking inside for Johnson and Bean. Forsyth, shot clock at 8. Johnson can't get that to go. Rebound tipped by Gorsman. Chapman comes away with it for the Bears, and Chapman across midcourt. Now Gorsman to her left. She'll stop. Was picked up very well defensively. Back out top to Sabina Lipa. Fake the handoff to Chapman. Now to Harden. Hands it off to Gorsman. Shot clock at 10. Gorsman out to Chapman. That one almost thrown away. Chapman looking for a screen. She'll put up the 15-footer. That one rolls around. No good. Harden with the rebound and putback. No good. Harden will get fouled on the rebound, though. Yeah, we see Harden get fouled hard there, and she gets fouled by Beyonce B. That'll be B's first personal foul, first team foul here in this period. Now they're going to talk about whether or not she was shooting. Simmental will check in. Sabina Lipa will sit down, and they determine that she was not, in fact, shooting, and the Bears will have the ball baseline right of the basket as you look at it. Chapman will throw in for the Bears. Simmental with a big rest there for the Bears. She's got the ball now. Chapman off to Gorsman. Down low to Harden, and we're going to get a foul on the play. And this foul is going to be called, I believe, on Johnson. It is on Johnson. That's her first personal foul. Second team foul in this period into Eisenbart. Eisenbart looking for the backdoor cut. Now Chapman. Chapman back to Eisenbart. Down low to Harden. They're going to double team, and they lose Gorsman. Gorsman can't finish the layup. The Bears had the play in place. They're going to double team Harden every time. Whoever that double team comes from, the Bears have got to slide down, but they got to hit those layups on those shots. The Bears into a zone, and that forces a long three-pointer by Forsythe, and the Bears come down with a rebound quickly up court to Simmental. Simmental stops, pops, and that one's short. Rebound pulled down by Johnson for the Vandals. Now the Vandals on the run as Kirby gets the ball into the front court. Crosses over, 8-foot shot, no good. Rebound chased down by Chapman. Both teams starting slow, 0 of 3 in this the second period, Chapman into the front court. Chapman to her right, and they're going to call a foul on the hand check against Chapman. And that's what the official is telling Coach Newley. They'll call this on Beyonce B, and they're going to call that hand check every time. If she doesn't put that hand on the hip, they let it go. But they're calling that both ways, and I've seen it called pretty heavy most of the year. But that's B's second personal foul. Third team foul here in the second period. Gorsman will throw the ball in for the Bears into Chapman. Chapman to her left. She's picked up by B. Now Simmental into the lane, has to back it back out to Eisenbart, down low to Harden. They don't double team Harden this time, and she takes it hard off the glass. That'll get poked out of bounds by J.C. Gorsman. The Bears 0 of 4 in this period. Checking back in, Chase Milne, and Beyonce B will get her first rest of the night. That leaves Tiana Johnson as the tallest on the floor. Off to Gandy. Gandy will run point out top. They'll quickly swing it inside to Forsythe, and she comes up with a good move inside to stop their shooting woes. The Bears, though, scoreless for the last 3 minutes. To Harden out top. Over to Simmental in the corner. Gorsman, shot clock at 15, still plenty of time. Eisenbart with the ball on the baseline. Looking for Harden now out to Gorsman. Gorsman puts up the three-pointer, throws up the air ball, and they're going to call this one out of bounds. No, they're going to call a foul on Michaela Eisenbart. That'll be Eisenbart's second personal foul. Allie Downing checks in for Gorsman. And the Vandals will have the ball as we get Callie Boyles coming in for Eisenbart. Gandy gets the ball in to Jordan Allred, who just checked in, the 5'9" freshman out of Orinda, California, seeing her first action of the night. Out to Allred. 10-footer taken by Forsythe, too strong, and the Bears come down with the rebound. That's Downing's 6th rebound of the night. Boyles now to Downing. Downing to the lane, now to Boyles. She'll put up a long three-pointer, front of the rim, no good. And the Bears don't chase the rebound down, and that one goes way out to Forsythe. Now off to Allred. Long three-pointer taken by Johnson. Long three-pointer equals long rebound. Alexis Chapman comes away with a little bit hustle there for Chapman. Chapman with the ball, she'll dribble back out. Pestered defensively by Chase Milne. She'll get a screen from Boyles. Now Chapman into the lane. Had the drive to the lane, instead tried to pass through 3 players. Committed turnover number 8 for the Bears. And now the Vandals called for a travel. That's Sydney Gandy on the travel. Bears with 7 turnovers, to 5 for the Vandals. Galloway checks in for the Bears. Chapman will sit down. for the Vandals. Looks like Madison Rubino will check in for her first action. The 6-foot freshman out of Snohomish, Washington, getting the floor for the first time. Now Downing to her right. Looking inside, now it's Galloway. Galloway faked the 3, 15 on the shot clock, still time. Now Boyles off to Downing. Downing with a long two-pointer, chases down her own rebound. Bounce pass into Callie Boyles. Boyles steps back and gets the layup to go. Boyles now with 4 points. And the Bears cut the lead to 5, 22-17. Bears 1 of 8 in this period. Vandals just 1 of 6 though, so neither team shooting hot. Forsyth gets their second basket. That one rattles around, pops through, and Forsyth has 4 points for the Vandals. Boyles to Harden. Now Galloway on the wing. Out top to Boyles. To Downing. This Vandals team has taken Simmental out of this one. Downing to Harden, now to Boyles. They'll swing it to Galloway. She'll put up a three-pointer. No good. Rebound pulled down by Allred. And that ball comes flying at the bench. And that'll give us a timeout as the ball comes flying in here. 4:41 remains in this second. It's Vandals 24, Bears 17. You're watching Big Sky Basketball on ESPN+.
UNC's prepared me for leadership roles by pushing me out of my comfort zone. My coaches and my professors wanted to hear about my passions, my goals, what my family meant to me, what my mom in particular means to me. And I think that was the most impactful thing to me. And it made me feel like I was going to a place that would see me more than a student. They want you to be the best you can be. I'm on the leadership council here, and I've started every game. If you believe in yourself and you keep pushing yourself, you're going to shock yourself with the things that you can achieve.
As a first-generation student, I didn't even know if I was going to come to college in the first place. When I talked to my parents about it, I was like, I'm going to go to college. Diversity and inclusion here on campus is very strong. The cultural centers were very welcoming, and they were the ones to really push me and be like, go get involved. UNC gave me the confidence, the self-advocacy, the motivation to do bigger things and reach and have bigger dreams.
We're here for the ones with big hearts, the ones with big calluses, the ones who go the distance, the ones holding down the fort, the weekend warriors, the crafty ones, these crafty ones too, and the ones just being themselves. Here's to the ones who define the Colorado spirit. We're proud to be the community bank that helps them live that way, because we're not just a bank in Colorado, we're Bank of Colorado. There's only one.
Back inside the Bank of Colorado Arena. 4:41 to go in this opening half. Vandals with a 7-point advantage. Bears struggling to shoot in this period. 1 of 9. Vandals just 2 of 7. So neither team on fire in this second period as Kirby has the ball out top. Kirby looking for someone to get the ball to, dribbling around. Shot clock down to 10. They took most of the shot clock just dribbling. Handoff to Allred. Allred's shot is blocked by Boyles, and Boyles is going to get fouled on the rebound. This foul is going to be called on Rubino. That'll be Rubino's first personal foul, 4th team foul against the Vandals here. So the Bears' next foul will put them in to the bonus for the remainder of the period. Lipa, who just checked in on that break, now downing on the near side. Off to Boyles, hands it off to Galloway. Galloway looked to go inside, looking down low for Boyles. Skip pass to Sabina Lipa, wide open from the corner, puts up the three, and knocks it down for the Bears. Sabina Lipa gets her first basket, and the Bears cut the lead to 4, 24-20. Near pass to Gandy, now back out top to Kirby. Back to Gandy, she'll put up the three-pointer. Skims the rim on the way by, and Lipa will chase it down. She was going to let it go, but decided to pull it down. Now it's Downing. Back to Galloway, to Simmental. Sabina Lipa right there on the near wing, all alone. Off to Simmental. The Vandals doing a good job taking Hannah out of her game. Downing steps back, three-pointer straight away, and that one's good. And now the Bears have hit back-to-back three-pointers to cut the lead from 7-1, 24-23. I don't know what Coach Matteo told them in that huddle, but it seemed to wake them up. Allred with the ball out top. Now it's Gandy inside. Forsyth from the elbow. Stops the little mini run for the Bears. And the Bears quickly up court. Galloway will back things back out to center court to set up the offense. Now Boyles over to Galloway. Galloway crosses over. She'll spin inside. No whistle on that play. Both coaches wanted a foul, not going to call one. And Boyles steps through with a hook shot. Callie Boyles has got 6 points. And the Vandals quickly down court. Allred puts up a long three-pointer. Heel of the rim, no good. Big rebound. Callie Boyles comes out of there with it, gets it to Downing. Downing to Simmental. Skip pass, Sabina Lipa. She's going to skip on the three-pointer. Now Boyles from 8, and Callie Boyles has 8, and the Bears claim the lead, 27-26. Coach Newley will call a coach's timeout. We'll stay here for this one with 2:15 remaining in this period. This is a 30-second timeout, and the Bears on a 10-2 run over the last 2:59, 5 of their last 6, as we see Lipa's corner shot 4-3. Sabina now with a good night going. She's got a couple good passes, and she did not play on Tuesday night against Southern Utah. Callie Boyles, the leading scorer, as we see that spin move inside. She's got 8 for the Bears. Beyonce B played the first 12 minutes, and then we haven't seen her for the last 6. And since she's been on the floor, the Vandals are struggling. We'll get back to action here. The Vandals will have the basketball. The Bears will back up, no press. They'll play a zone here as Gandy brings the ball into the front court, picked up by Galloway. Looks like they're in a man-to-man defense, They are. They'll switch to a man-to-man defense here. Off to Johnson. Johnson handoff to Forsyth. She'll put up a long three-pointer, and Forsyth gets that one to go. And she now has 9 points for the Vandals and gives the Vandals a 2-point advantage. Boyles out top. Now it's Galloway. Galloway to her left. Steps through. Now it's Simmental. Simmental into the lane. She'll get fouled going through on the shot, and they're going to call this foul on Sydney Gandy. That'll be Gandy's first personal foul. And the Bears will be in the bonus. Simmental shooting 91% on the season. Forsyth, the leading scorer for the Vandals at 12.1. She's got 9 on the night. Beyonce B averages 10.9. She's already got that at 11. As Simmental misses the front end of the 2-shot option there. And that one is good. Coach is looking to get that foul called on Johnson, but the officials insist that it's not on Johnson. Long three-pointer chased down by Johnson, and Forsyth with the 10-footer. She's got 11 now, and the Bears trail by 3 again. as the Vandals now on a 5-1 run over the last minute plus. Downing with the ball near side. Out top to Boyles. Now Chapman. Now Boyles inside. Boyles, tough shot off glass left hand. Callie Boyles with 10 points for the Bears. Vandals quickly down on offense. Into Forsyth, now to Allred. She'll put up the three-pointer. Too strong. That rebound chased down by Kirby. Now Gandy on the near side into Forsyth. She'll spin to her right, and we're going to get a foul on the play. They're going to call a hand check on. They called it on Kirsten Harden, but she's not on the floor. Okay, they're going to say it's on Allie Downing. That'll be her first personal foul. Shot no good. Chapman with the rebound. And Chapman walks the ball into the front court. Shot clock is off as we're under 20 seconds to go here in this period. Bears with a chance to cut back and get the lead here. That goes through the hands of Downing. Turnover to the Vandals. Turnover number 8. The Vandals with an opportunity and a shot. Kirby to Gandy. She puts up a three-pointer, and that one is short. And at half, it's a close game. The Vandals lead this one over the Bears, 31-30. You're watching Big Sky basketball on ESPN+. They are on the road for this one, and then they have one more on the road at Sac State, then they're home for 4. So both teams looking to get that schedule rolling as we get back. Bears have the basketball. Now Simmental out top, gets a screen from Harden. Back to Galloway. Galloway drives baseline to Harden. Harden spins to her right. Too strong up the heel, and Eisenbart comes down with the rebound. We'll get a tie-up, and it'll be Vandals basketball. So good hustle by Eisenbart, but doesn't come away with the clean rebound. It'll be Vandals basketball. Kirby into the front court. Now Gandy. Back to Kirby. Back to Gandy. Looking for Beyonce Bean. Bears do a good job stepping out. Simmental almost comes away with the steal. Into the corner to Milne. Now B from 6 feet. And Beyonce B picking up right where she left off. She's got 13 points on 6 of 7 shooting, and she's perfect from the line, 1 of 1. Bears are going to have to find a way to stop her inside. Now Harden. Now it's Galloway. Galloway looking inside, not there. Eisenbart looking for Harden. Now Galloway, shot clock at 10. Galloway to Harden. Harden spins to her left. Now they double team her, late double team. Eisenbart. Simmental gets her shot blocked by B, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Beyonce B stepped around the screen and was able, with her long arms and her height, to block that one. B, a 6'1" junior. Gorsman checks in, and Galloway sits down, so I wonder who will play 1. I think it'll be Simmental as Kirby brings the ball into the front court. Down to B, baseline from 10, and does something she hasn't done very often tonight, and that's missed the shot. Simmental into the front court. Try and create her own shot. Now Gorsman off to Downing. Downing's shot from the elbow is good, and Allie Downing now with 9 points. Vandals quickly up court into the corner to Gandy. Straight away three-pointer taken by Kirby, and the Bears come down with the rebound, trailing by 1. Simmental into the front court, now off to Gorsman. Look to go through, now not there, so she'll hand it off to Downing. Downing back to Simmental. Simmental picked up defensively by Gandy. Inside to Harden. Harden's cut off, and they're going to say she stepped on the baseline. Turnover number 11 on the Bears. And it'll be Kirby bringing the ball up court for the Vandals. To the near side to Milne. Now to B, they'll swing it around. They're looking for Beyonce B on the screen and roll. Down low, tough pass to Johnson, able to chase it down. Three-pointer put up by Gandy. B with the big rebound over Downing. And then Downing with the knock. She knocks it off of Beyonce B, but they'll say that is Vandals basketball. Looked like it went off of B, but it'll be Vandals basketball. Allie Downing with a good job reaching on that one. Vandals will throw in. Kirby throws in to Gandy. Gandy out top, around Harden. They'll swing it to Kirby. Now out to Milne. She'll put up a three-pointer. Heel of the rim, no good. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. And they're going to call this foul on Tiana Johnson. That'll be her second personal foul. First team foul against the Vandals. Wait a minute, they called that on Kirsten Harden, number 24. That is Harden's second personal. Back out top to Gandy. Even the inside here, they thought they called it on the Vandals, but they called it on the Bears. There's Johnson. B from 6, and Beyonce B has 15 points, and she is unstoppable inside, 35-32. Vandals with 20 points in the paint on the night. Simmental out top, Eisenbart. Down low to Harden. Harden spins into the double team, steps through, and that's going to go out of bounds off the Vandals. It'll be Bears basketball. Callie Boyles will check in.
Checking in for the Bears, number 11, Callie Boyles.
It'll be Bears basketball. Throwing in to the right of the basket, that's Allie Downing. Into Gorsman. Off to Simmental, free for the three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Big rebound by J.C. Gorsman. Downing, three-pointer, put back, good! Allie Downing with 12 points on the night. Gandy and Kirby playing a little catch back and forth up top, trying to wear the Bears defenders down. Almost a travel there. Now Gandy. Gandy into the lane, no teardrop, no good. Downing with the rebound, and the Bears on the run. There's Simmental on the run, gets cut off defensively. Downing for three. Bears bench on their feet. Gorsman with the big rebound. Eisenbart now back to Simmental. Allie Downing is 2 of 3 behind the arc. Out top, Gorsman into the lane, steps through. Nice move by J.C. Gorsman. And the Bears with a 37-35 lead, their biggest lead of the night. Gorsman now with 4 points. Kirby inside to B. B right around Boyles. B to the free throw line. This foul is going to be called on Callie Boyles. That'll be Boyles' second personal foul, second team foul. Forsyth will check in for the Vandals, and Gandy will sit down for the Bears. Sabina Lipa will check in, and Michaela Eisenbart will sit. And there you can see the foul from Boyles. Swipe down with that arm. B gets her second free throw of the night to go. She's perfect from the line, 2 of 2. She's a 68% free throw shooter on the season. Rattles that one through and ties this one at 37. 5:35 to go in this third period. Simmental with the ball in front of the bench. Now Boyles. Boyles looking for the cutter, not there. Now she'll hand it off to Gorsman. Back to Simmental. Simmental calls out the play. Shot clock at 12. Simmental into the lane. Drives through. Tough shot by Hannah Simmental. That rebound comes down on the floor, but Beyonce B comes away with it for the Vandals. And now the Vandals on the run. That's Forsyth into the lane. Skip pass into the corner to Johnson. And Johnson gets the three-pointer to go. Just the 4th three-pointer made on the night for the Vandals. Check that 3rd three-pointer. They're 3 of 19 from behind the arc tonight. Downing off to Boyles. To Gorsman. Gorsman into the lane. Hands it back to Downing. Downing down low to Boyles. Boyles, tough shot. Gorsman with another big rebound. Gorsman now with 4 rebounds for the Bears. And that shot goes off the top of the glass. The shot clock did not reset, though the Bears had to get a tough shot off. Pass inside to Johnson on the fast break. The Bears just can't get the defensive stop. And the Vandals now on a 7-0 run to be up by 5. And Coach Matteo will take a timeout with 4:15 remaining in the third. We'll take immediate timeout here. It's Vandals 42, Bears 37. You're watching Big Sky Basketball on ESPN.
A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you.
Today's pros need today's tools, and the Home Depot.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah is what you say when plant-based milk is...
A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. A new home and new projects go hand in hand.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
USA, El Salvador, Thursday on ESPN2.
Hi, pepperoni pizza.
And or Hidden Valley.
The FIFA World.
Here we are back in Greeley, Bank of Colorado Arena. The Bears trail by 5. The Bears went on a 7-0 run to go up by 2. And since then, the Vandals on their own 7-0 run to go back up by 5. Sabina Lipa, who just checked in, will throw the ball in front of the table to Chapman, who just checked in as well. Kirsten Harden down low checked in. Now atop Sabina Lipa, straightaway three-pointer, and that one's good. Lipa with 6 points on the night, and that'll cut the lead to 2, 42-40. Kirby looking inside. Now they'll go to Johnson. Swing it back out top to Kirby, into Beyonce Bean. Beyonce Bean into the lane, steps back. Great defense by Kirsten Harden. And Simmental helped out a little bit on that one as well. Simmental into the front court, has it poked away by Allison Kirby, the 5'7" grad student, pestering on defense. And now we've got a media timeout. 3 minutes, 39 seconds remain in the third. It's Idaho 42, Northern Colorado 40. You're watching Big Sky Basketball on ESPN+.
Coming to UNC, one thing that I really wanted to engage in was different leadership roles for professional and personal development. I'm currently the Director of Finance for our Student Senate. I am also in Beta Alpha Psi in the President's Leadership Program. Having all of these different opportunities across campus, I think is really going to be helpful when I go into my career and into real world situations, and also has been super empowering.
Rule the playground.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
It's within us to want to explore, discover, connect, succeed. And if we start in a place that welcomes, encourages, inspires, we'll find community and new ways to make the world better. Explore more at the University of Northern Colorado.
We are back here in Greeley as the Bears trail the Vandals 42-40. Still plenty of time to go here. Both teams have made 4 baskets here in this third period as the Bears come back with the basketball. Chapman down low to Harden, out top to Eisenbart. They'll skip it into the corner. That's Lipa. Knew it was short when she went up, able to chase down her own board and throw it off of the legs, out of bounds off of Lou Forsythe, and give the Bears a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Simmental will throw in baseline, left of the basket, out top to Eisenbart. Eisenbart down low to Harden. Skip pass, Simmental gets a screen. Simmental to Harden. Harden's basket is good, and she's fouled. She'll be fouled by Johnson. That'll be her second personal foul. First team foul here. And Kirsten Harden will go to the free throw line for her first opportunities from the charity stripe tonight. We're tied at 42. Nice pass from Simmental to Harden. And Harden just getting good position for that basket. Harden misses the free throw after going 6 of 6 on Tuesday night. So this one's tied at 42. Off to Milne on the far side, back out top to Forsythe. Milne with the ball, now B from the free throw line. Strong off the heel, takes a second bounce, and that allows the Vandals to get the rebound. Out top, Forsythe, quick three-pointer. That one hit the rim, the backboard spun up and went through, and Forsythe now with 14 points to go with Beyonce B's 17 points. The Vandals lead by 3, 45-42. Sabina Lipa out top. She'll dribble through. Off to Eisenbart. Looking down low for Harden. Harden turns, nice spin move. And Kirsten Harden with the basket. She's got 4 points. And Kirsten Harden's starting to get things going on the baseline. 22-20 as far as points in the paint go. Bears starting to catch up there. Forsythe out top to Milne. Milne off to Kirby. Down to B. B at the free throw line. And Beyonce B has 19 points on 8 of 12 shooting. Gives the Vandals another 3-point advantage, 47-44. This Vandals team knows where Hannah Simmental is at all times on the floor. Chapman, Simmental down low to Harden. baseline. She'll skip it. Eisenbart, three-pointer, too strong. Good position for the rebound by Tiana Johnson, and the Vandals will go on the run. Milne behind her back, steps back. Now it's Kirby. Kirby picked up defensively by Chapman. Off to Milne, down low to B. Now they'll skip it to Forsyth. You can't leave her open. Forsyth has 17 points. She is 3 of 4 behind the arc. You cannot leave her open. And the Bears trail by 6. Chapman on the near side. Out top, Eisenbart, straightaway three-pointer, and that one's good for Eisenbart. Her first basket of the night cuts the lead to 3, 50-47, as we go under a minute to go in the third. Kirby into the front court. Now off to Milne, to B on the baseline, and an easy cut by Kirby. Chapman lost her, and Kirby gets the basket to go and gets fouled by Chapman. Beyond speed right there. Chapman just lost Kirby on that play. Lipa and Harden will sit down, and that'll put Kirby to the free throw line. 97% free throw shooter. She's 2 of 2 on the night. Vandals 5 of 5 on the night. Make that 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. And those 6 points are the difference in this ball game. Chapman with the ball out top, now off to Simmental. She'll step through the lane. Tough shot, no foul. Beyond speed with the rebound. That'll be her 5th rebound on the night to go with 19 points. About 6 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock. Kirby will step back, get the play call from Coach Newley. He's calling out directions from the bench. Shot clock now at 7. There's Beyond Speed with the ball out top. Off to Forsyth. That's who they want taking the shot. She can't get it to go. Callie Boyles with the rebound. Chapman quickly up court into the front court. Stops, pops. No good at the buzzer. And the Bears trail by 6, 53-47 after 30 minutes played. We've got 1 to go here inside the Bank of Colorado Arena. It's been a game of ups and downs for the Bears. Idaho shooting 4 of their last 5. Bears 1 of their last 4. And the Bears find themselves in a 6-point deficit going into the final 10 minutes here. They will have the basketball to start this final period, but they've got to find some scoring. In that third period, they shot 7 of 18, while the Vandals shot 8 of 16. Eisenbart with the ball. Now Chapman. Chapman to her right. She'll put up the 12-footer. Knew it was off when she put it up. And the Vandals come away with the rebound. Bears out-rebounding the Vandals 34-24. But you don't win by out-rebounding. You got to get the points off those rebounds. Forsyth, and that ball's knocked out of bounds by Downing. It's really been 2 players for the Vandals tonight, Beyond Spee and Lou Forsyth. Johnson has 8 to go with the 19 and 17 from the previously 2 mentioned players. Now to Milne. Milne's got a basket tonight. Forsyth steps back, puts up a 3-pointer, and that long rebound chased down by the Vandals. That's Riley Alexander who just checked in. Off to Kirby. Down low to Forsyth. Forced one up, and the Bears come down with the rebound. That's Chapman pulling down the rebound. That's her 6th rebound of the night. Back to Downing. Inside to Boyles. Back out to Eisenbart. Now Chapman. Shot clock at 15, still plenty of time. Callie Boyles with Beyond Speed on her. Tough shot. Jay Scoresman with the rebound, but lands on the baseline. On that rebound, Kirsten Harden and Hannah Simmental will check in for the Bears. Callie Boyles, J.C. Gorsman sit down for the Bears. Gorsman has been a monster on the Bears, while Allie Downing now has a double-double, 12 rebounds, or 12 points and 10 rebounds, excuse me. That's her most rebounds on the season, her first double-double on the season as well as a Bear. Milne off to Kirby, shot clock at 5. Kirby to Milne. Milne puts up a long three-pointer, rattles around, no good. And we've got a big rebound by the Bears, because that would have been Idaho Vandal basketball, as Simmental gets drilled into the bench by Milne. Let's see if they call a foul on Chase Milne. Oh my goodness, I don't know how they couldn't. And they will call a foul on Milne. That'll be her third personal. First team foul here against the Vandals in this final period. Alexander will sit down. Tiana Johnson checks back in after getting a quick rest. Downing into Chapman. Chapman will dribble it around out top. Now Harden. Harden back to Downing. Off to Eisenbart. Back to Chapman, running a little bit of a weave. Chapman into the lane. Too strong, but Chapman's going to get fouled going to the line, and that'll be called on Johnson. That's her third personal foul. Second team foul, but that'll put Chapman to the free throw line for her first opportunities from the charity stripe tonight. Milne will sit down. Ashley will check in, Chapman is a 77% free throw shooter. Crowd gets quiet. Chapman gets the first one to go. Idaho hasn't scored in 2:51, but the Bears haven't done much scoring either. They got one free throw, make that two free throws to cut the lead to 4, 53-49. Now Ashley will play point guard, brings the ball into the front court. That one will be stolen by Kirsten Harden. Simmental on the run. Simmental with the fake. Now backs out. She had numbers, but pulls it back out. Now Chapman. Chapman looking inside, not there. Back to Eisenbart. Bears don't want to force it. They want to come away with the basket. Now Simmental, baseline. Picks up her dribble back to Eisenbart. Down low to Harden, who had good position. Spins to her left. And Kirsten Harden's got 6. Cuts the lead to 2. Kirby into the front court for the Vandals. Gets her play call from Coach Newley. Now she'll bring it back out top, reset the offense. They're going to go through. Beyonce steps to the free throw line, puts the shot up. That one rattles through, and the Bears got lucky, got the rebound because no Vandals were there. They're not used to Beyonce missing the shot tonight. She hasn't missed many. She's now 8 of 13 on the night. Chapman looking down low, didn't force it, which is a good thing. Beyonce with tough defense. Simmental. Eisenbart will put up the three-pointer, heel of the rim, too strong. Beyonce pulls down her 6th rebound of the night to go with 19 points, and the Vandals will bring it up court. That's B bringing it up court. Off to Forsyth into the lane. Forsyth stops, pops, great defense, and that forces Forsyth to throw up the air ball. She knew it as soon as it left her hands. She just shook her head. And now the Bears will bring the ball into the front court. Alexis Chapman playing point guard. Between her legs, she'll go back to her right. No shot. Simmental now Harden. Harden too strong off the glass. Rebound by Beyonce. Her 7th of the night. We've still got a 2-point game for the Vandals. Off to Ashley. Ashley into the lane with a little bit of a hesitation. Goes by Simmental. Misses the shot, but Simmental has the basket, is on the run. Picked up defensively by Ashley. Now it's Chapman out top. Chapman gets a screen from Harden. And the pass inside to Harden. We're tied at 53. That screen was a tough one on Kirby. Kirby goes down but able to get back up. And Coach Newley will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Media timeout. 5:55 remaining in this game here in Greeley. It's Bears 53, Vandals 53. You're watching Big Sky Basketball on ESPN.
A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. Today's pros need today's tools, and the Home Today's pros need today's tools, and the Home Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thank you. Today's pros need today's tools, and the Home Today's pros need today's tools, and the Home A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand. A new home and new projects go hand in hand.
We outworked you, and then when the chance came, we outwilled you. I just had that mindset right from the...
Hi, pepperoni pizza?
And or Hidden Valley.
5:55 remains here at the University of Northern Colorado. We're tied at 53. It's been a tough one for the Vandals down the stretch here as they have gone scoreless for the last 5 minutes. The Bears on a 6-0 run to tie this at 53, but the Vandals will have the ball off a coach-called timeout. As Gandy comes back, they'll go into the corner to Johnson. Johnson back to Gandy. Gandy to her left, and she'll lose it out of bounds. Turnover number 4. That's right, just the 4th turnover for the Vandals. They average 15 a game. That's number 4. The Bears average 20. They've only got 12 as Chapman gets into the front court. Off to Simmental. Bears looking to take their first lead since 5:42 in the third. Downing, now Simmental. Back to Downing. She'll put up a three-pointer. Why not? Allie Downing with 15 points and 10 rebounds gives the Bears their largest lead of the night at 3, 56-53. Beyonce B out top. Bears good defense so far. Beyonce B steps through. Off to Ashley, who can't get the layup to go over Harden. And now Simmental into the front court for the Bears. There's Chapman. Bears looking to get their first win in conference action. Boyles, who checked in on the last time out. Downing, heat check, not there. And the Vandals, a little bit of a fight over the rebound. The Bears can't come away with it. Ashley into the front court for the Vandals. Now off to Beyonce B. Out to Johnson. Johnson by her defender. Misses the shot, but gets fouled by Boyles. That'll be her third personal foul. But that will put Johnson to the free throw line for her first free throws on the night. An 80% free throw shooter. Only shot 10 on the season. She's 8 of 10 from the free throw line on the season, with a chance to cut into this UNC lead. Rattles that one around, pops back through. 56-54 advantage for the Bears. Bears coming off an overtime loss against Southern Utah. The Bears tried to run in a substitution with Michaela Eisenbart, but the official had already given the ball to Tiana Johnson, so the Bears will not be allowed that substitution until right now, as Johnson makes both free throws. The Vandals 8 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, as Johnson will check, Eisenbart will check in. Callie Boyles will sit down for the Bears. Chapman almost loses that, chases it down. Bears with a 1-point advantage. They'll swing it around to Downing. Downing has been leading the Bears. Now Eisenbart. Three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. And the official gets taken out on the save. Quickly up court is the Vandals, and Hannah Simmental with a blocked shot for the Bears. Hannah Simmental with defense. Now it's the Bears inside. Chapman can't finish. Johnson comes down with the rebound. And now it's Beyonce B into the front court. Bears still with a 1-point advantage. Now Beyonce B, a long jump shot over the front of the rim. Chapman with the rebound. Chapman with rebound number 7 on the night to go with 4 points and 3 assists to lead the Bears. Chapman on the near side, down to Harden. And Harden's shot is blocked by Bean. Bounce pass to Eisenbart, back out to Chapman. Chapman's going to put up a three-pointer off the side of the rim, and the Bears didn't go after the rebound. The Vandals let that one bounce all the way back out. Gandy with the rebound. Now it's to B. B's tough shot over Harden, and Beyonce B's got 21 points on the night. And the Vandals claim the lead with that basket, 57-56. Chapman, tough defense. And now Chapman's going to get talked to. They blew the whistle. They're going to call this foul, I believe, on Kirby. We'll see what the call is. Kirby was all up in Chapman's face, then Chapman threw the shoulder. This is going to be a media timeout, but I want to see what the foul is called first before they put it. Check that. This will not be media. This will be a 30-second timeout. The official's still talking about this. They blew the whistle before Chapman knocked down Kirby, so I imagine that this foul is on Kirby, which would be her first personal, third team foul, but they're going to go to the monitors to talk about, or to look at this one. So as they go to the monitors, we will look ahead for the Bears as they have Eastern Washington coming to town on Saturday. That game at 2 o'clock. This is a different angle. And you see the knockdown by Chapman, but that came after the whistle. Again, that came after the whistle. So I imagine they're going to call a foul on Kirby. They might call Chapman for a foul too, but the initial whistle came after, or came before that. Eastern Washington coming in on Saturday. They sit at 4-11 overall, 2-4 in the Big Sky. They play tonight. They're currently on the road at Sacramento State as these officials continue to look at this. Idaho with a 1-point advantage, 2:49 remains. Beyonce B having a great game tonight. She's got 21 points. Forsyth with 17. Those two lead the Vandals. I imagine what they might do here is they might call the initial foul as whistled on Kirby, and then they might give a foul to Chapman after the fact, and then it would be Bears basketball. But you never know. We'll see. They're calling the coaches over to talk about this one. This is when I wish I had a mic in front of the bench so I could hear what they're saying. We'll see what the call is here. I think the way they're talking to Coach Newley, they're going to call a foul. I think they might call them on both. All right, we'll see. We'll see what the official call is here on the PA mic. we get another look at this one. And there's where the whistle happened before Chapman threw his shoulder. I still don't know what they called, if anything. What was the call? I have no clue what the call was, but it is Bears basketball with 2:49 remaining. So it looks like they called a foul on Kirby.
Bears basketball.
Simmental with the ball. No, they didn't call a foul, otherwise they'd have a fresh 20. Instead, it's not a fresh 20, and it's a turnover on the Bears. Vandals on the run, and the Bears do a great job and almost come up with the steal, and now they're going to call a foul here. So they've been doing good. They're going to call a foul on Hannah Simmental. That'll be her second personal foul. As we see the almost steal, and then we see Simmental with the reach right there. Just the second team foul, so the Vandals don't get free throws. As we get back here, Forsyth looked at the three-pointer. Instead, she'll take it into the lane. Tough shot. Kirsten Harden with a great rebound. She's got 8 rebounds on the night to go with 8 points. Simmental into the front court. She gets the play call from Coach Matteo. There's Harden. Back to Simmental. Over the hands of Downing, and that'll be another turnover. And it'll be Vandals basketball with 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Vandals with a 1-point advantage. This is still a close game. Both teams need some defensive stops here. Pass into Milne, and Milne will bring the ball into the front court for the Vandals. Milne, the 5'10 sophomore. Pass down low to B, and B was wide open. Beyonce B with 23 points on the night. And that gives the Vandals a 3-point advantage. Bears haven't scored in 3 minutes and 21 seconds before that basket, as Downing has the ball poked away. Now off to Sabina Lipa, who just checked in. Back to Hannah Simmental playing point guard. She'll get a screen. Shot clock at 7. Simmental steps back, long 2. And we've got a foul on the rebound. They're going to call this one on Michaela Eisenbart. The Bears fans don't like this. Now they're going to call it on Harden. They'll call that on Kirsten Harden. That'll be her third personal foul. Third team foul, and the Vandals by 3 with 1:35 remaining. See, now they're going to correct it. That should have been on Eisenbart, not on Harden. So that'll be Eisenbart's third personal foul. Harden back to 2 personal fouls. And the Vandals will bring the ball into the front court. That's Kirby. Bears need a stop here off to Milne. They'll run their offense through Milne. Off to Kirby, down low to Forsyth. Forsyth steps through, tough shot, and great rebound by Downing. Good position for her. And the Bears with the ball into the front court as we come up on a minute to go. 1:10 on the game clock. The Bears trail by 3. Simmental off to Eisenbart. Tough pass inside, but great job. Great hands. Now Sabina Lipa out top to Eisenbart. They'll swing it around. Simmental gets fouled on the play. That'll be called on Kirby, but that's just the third team foul. Her first personal foul. So the Bears will have the ball on the side. 54.3 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. There's the little hand check they've been calling all night. Simmental with the ball in the front court. Bears don't need a 3 here. They could get a 2 and a stop. Now a 3. Out top to Eisenbart. She'll put up the 3 from straight away, front of the rim, no good. And Beyonce B comes down with the rebound. And Allie Downing is going to get called for the personal foul on the reach in. That'll be her second personal foul. 4th team foul. So the Vandals not in the bonus yet. 36.7 on the game clock. the Vandals can take it down to almost 7 seconds. So 6.7 second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Bears getting some defensive substitutions in there as J.C. Gorsman will check in, as well as Jaden Galloway. The Bears will run a full court press here. Pass into Johnson, and now to Kirby, who's got a free lane. Milne out top, almost throws it away. Now Johnson with the ball. Now they'll reset, and they're going to foul Kirby, and that'll put Kirby to the free throw line. And Kirby is not the one you want to put on the free throw line. 97% free throw shooter. Check that. Yeah, 97% free throw shooter on the season, and she's 3 of 3 on the night. Ooh, and she misses one. Something she's only done once coming into this game. She was 31 of 32 coming into the game. Now she's 34 of 36. We'll give that to the broadcaster, Jinx. As the Bears trail by 4, Coach Matillo will take a 30-second timeout. Her team trails by 4, so use this timeout to advance the ball and do an offense-defense swap. She's going to take a full timeout. We'll stay right here as she makes a few substitutions to get some shooters back on the floor. They don't need a 3 here yet, but you don't want, you want, if you get a quick 2, then you got to put them on the free throw line right away after an attempted steal. So the Bears have an opportunity, but they've got to get a good shot off. They don't necessarily need a 3. A 3 would be huge. And if you're a Bears and you're shooting 3s, your best Bears on the floor to shoot that 3 are going to be Allie Downing, 3 of 5 on the night. Michaela Eisenbart, just 1 of 6, but she's a big game shooter. She'll make those big game shots. And then Hannah Simmental, who struggled tonight, she's 0 of 3 behind the arc, 1 of 7 from the floor. And her other point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She's got just 3 points. But that's what the Vandals have done. They've taken her out of this game. But she's a big game shooter as well. We'll see those 3 on the floor, as well as Jaden Galloway and Kirsten Harden. Harden in there to get the rebounds and maybe get an easy, quick 2. Galloway does have a 3-pointer. She hit the first 3-pointer of the night for the Bears. On the floor defensively for the Vandals, you've got Johnson, Forsyth, B, Milne, and Kirby. So they're going very tall. They're going very tall defensively. Michaela Eisenbart will throw the ball in front of the bench. Now it's Simmental. Simmental with the fake. She'll go to the lane. Misses the shot. Doesn't get fouled. Beyonce B does get fouled. Oh, no, they're going to call a timeout, and Coach Newley wants a foul called. But instead, the Vandals will get a timeout. So 60-56, 20.3. As Simmental missed that layup. Tough night for Hannah tonight as she sits at 1 of 8. The Vandals will take a full timeout. The Bears will bring in some defenses. They bring in J.C. Gorsman. Brooklyn Evans will check in for her first time tonight. Brooklyn coming in off the bench. The 5'7" senior guard comes out of Red Oak, Texas. And the Bears will go fast. They're going to bring Kirsten Harden out. So they're going to have a guard and small forward lineup. J.C. Gorsman will be the tallest player on the floor for the Bears at 6 foot. Eisenbart close behind her at 5'11", but they'll come back with a defensive team with Brooklyn Evans, Eisenbart, Galloway, Simmental, and Gorsman. Really, the Vandals don't even need to shoot a basket. They need to get the ball in, though. The Bears have really hurt themselves down the stretch here. They have gone 5 minutes and 6 seconds without scoring. And in that time, the Vandals have gone on a 7-0 run. The Bears were up by 3 to start that, and now they trail by 4. With 20.3 seconds remaining in this game, the Vandals will throw the ball in from in front of their bench, and the Bears will run a full court press. Man-to-man defense here. Stick with this post game. We'll have a real quick look at stats and a look ahead. And my final thoughts on the game. Forsyth will get the ball, and the Bears get a tie-up instead of a foul. And that'll be Vandals basketball on the tie-up with 16.4 remaining. Bears went for the steal. And now we'll run this all over again. Vandals to throw in front of their bench. That's Milne controlling the throw in. She'll get it into Kirby, and Kirby will get fouled by Galloway. Kirby, a very good free throw shooter, but 4 of 5 on the night. With 14.8 seconds remaining, these 2 free throws would give the Vandals a 6-point advantage. Right now they still have a 2-score advantage. So really these free throws don't change anything other than the fouling strategy down the line for the Bears as she hits both of them to give the Vandals a 6-point advantage. 14.8 remaining. The Bears take a 30-second timeout. They want to advance the ball. They'll bring Allie Downing in and Sabina Lipa in. They've got to have 3-point shooters on the floor. Got to get a quick 3, then go for the steal if they want to have an opportunity here. Bears looking to avoid going 0-4 in the Big Sky. Last time these teams met was in January of this year. It was part of last season. Idaho won that one 74-57. The last time UNC won was 2 days prior to that, 63-61. The Bears need a 3-pointer here, so they've got 4 shooters on the floor that can all shoot 3-pointers. Simmental will throw the ball in for the Bears into Lipa. They've got to get a quick one. Simmental steps back, corner 3-pointer, and that one's good. 9.3 on the clock. Bears got to go for the steal. The clock was running. 9.3 should have been on the clock. The clock started to run, and it should not have. So they're going to put 9.3 on the clock. The coaches on the Bears side very wisely saw that and called it out. And it helped out because Idaho actually had Forsyth break free, and she would have had an easy layup. But the Bears have got to get a steal here. It'll be Vandals basketball on the baseline. They'll have full motion of the baseline after that made basket. Beyonce B will throw the ball in, baseline. And right now the Vandals with all 5 players standing out of bounds. They've obviously run this play before. They're going to run an offensive set. Looks like they've got a quarterback and 4 receivers in the mix. Beyonce B will throw the ball in, and instead they'll get it into Kirby, and Kirby will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's 6 of 7 on the night. Simmental picks up foul number 4. Kirby to the free throw line, 6 of 7 on the night. Came into the game shooting 97%. She's only missed 2 free throws this season. There's 8.7 on the clock here. First free throw is good. That makes it a 2-score game. Both coaches up off the bench giving their team directions as Kirby gets ready for her second free throw. Makes it. She's got 10 points now. Galloway into the front court. She's got to get a quick shot up. They'll take a three-pointer at no good, and B with the last rebound. And that rebound by Beyonce B gives her a double-double to end this game as the Bears fall to 0-4 in the Big Sky. Idaho Vandals move to 3-4 in the Big Sky. For the Vandals, they're led in scoring by Beyonce B with 23 points and 10 rebounds. Behind her was Lou Forsyth with 17 points. She had 2 rebounds. Johnson had 10 points and 8 rebounds. Kirby with 10 points and 4 rebounds. As a team, they shot 36.5%. Both teams identical shooting, 23 of 63. But it was one at